Well, I'm sitting right here in Austin, the middle of a major city center. You could say bye-bye to Alex Jones if we get hit. This is the Silicon Hills of Texas. He's president. He's over the Duma, the Kremlin, the whole 9 yards. Toll-free number. Are you having power outages in your area? Are you experiencing troubles? Are you out of gasoline? Are you out of water in your grocery stores like we are by and large here in Austin, Texas? Power in Fresno is off in the downtown city area where we have a microwave relay tower hooked into the huge server that runs our systems. And one of the worst developments on top of Russia threatening to nuke us now and their new militarized posture with China against us, and both their presidents threatening us, President Boris Yeltsin resigned at 4 o'clock Central Standard Time this morning, and Vladimir Putin, known as Vladimir the Ruthless, stepped into the reins of power.
The Russians for the past 10 years have been building bunkers and supposedly...
Well, it was in the New York Times last year that they're building the biggest bunker known to man in the Ural Mountains.
Right.
I believe that's the mountain
Supposedly
chain.
they can accommodate their entire population. Now, I don't know if that's...
Well, I know this. Back in the 40s, 50s, 60s, they were building bunkers for Americans. They were storing them with food. They were training the children against the threat that was created by the bankers. And in the last 20 years or so, 30 years, they stopped the education of people in the public schools and the private schools. And now, your designated nuclear fallout shelter in any major city, you can see the signs if you look carefully enough. There'll be like a small, about 10 inches long, 8 inches tall, little sign that'll say nuclear fallout shelter will be a parking garage, so they can move in later and pull out all the rotten skeletons after they emerge.
Hi, Alex. I've just been listening to your show, and I've got a few questions about what you've been talking about today. What's with this Russia threatening to nuke us?
Oh, my gosh. Are you online? Do you have a computer?
No, I'm not online. I've been listening to you.
Well, I mean, I could go pull them off in my archives, even in my main page, in subpages, more news sections. There are literally, I mean, every week I've been reading 2 or 3 articles where Jiang Zemin in China is threatening to nuke us. Yeltsin has been threatening to nuke us every week until he resigned at 4 o'clock Central Time this morning. They have deployed their Tupolev missiles 2.5 weeks ago against us, long-range, 6,200-mile intercontinental ballistics, the newest design with the U.S. clone technology. You've got the head of their missile systems, their top general, threatening to nuke us, saying he reserves first strike authority for absolutely no reason to attack us.
It's just like all these Russian troops and communist troops that he says are inside the United States in the national forest practicing. They're not there. He says the Canadian military and the Mexican military are getting ready to invade the United States from both of our borders. It's not true. It's a lie. Not true. It's a lie. Good evening. You're on the air.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Mr. Cooper. This is Virginia in Texas.
Hi.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. You just mentioned there about those people calling in. I have thought the very things myself these last few days. And tonight you mentioned about what they were working for somebody else. And I also believe that this is sensationalism. And the thoughts coming to me that maybe these people have been put on the air to be as ridiculous and as sensational as to ruin it for the true ones that are trying to get the word out to the people.
I've said that many, many times.
Oh, you did?
That it discredits the entire Patriot movement. Can you believe somebody who's really got a brain and knows how to think, listening to this stuff?
No, I missed that New Year's Eve. I should have...
Well, it goes on every day.
Yeah, I do listen.
It goes on literally every day.
Yeah.
And people who know how to think and have a brain that listen to it, blame all of us. They say Patriots are a bunch of nuts.
Yeah.
They're crazy.
Because you've really jarred my brain tonight on this thinking about it, just because kind of listening to it, nonchalant, not even really thinking. But there's an awful lot of liars out there, too, on other programs.
Yeah, I'm not accusing Alex Jones of being an agent, although he does accuse me of being an agent because I'm doing this. But I will say this: if he's not an agent, he's being duped.
But people like Alex Jones and these guys that are spewing off like that's criminal. And
well, at the very least, it's irresponsible.
yeah, I don't know. Someone has told me that over in England that if there was a fellow like Alex Jones on the radio in England,
yeah, he'd be in prison.
He would be locked up in prison.
Yeah, absolutely.
They would throw the key away.
Yeah, everybody thinks the English are free. They're not free. We are the only people in the entire world who have ever been free, and even with the freedoms that we've lost and the encroaching tyranny of government, in many cases just out and out tyranny, we're still the freest people on the face of this earth. But we will only remain free as long as we keep our guns.
Right.
The minute they take all our guns away, freedom is gone forever.
Well, the only other people that have any degree of freedom or freedom of movement are people who have gotten wealthy or have inherited wealth in other countries, and that allows them a degree of
yeah, they can buy things.
Yeah, they can buy their freedom.
Yeah,
they have to buy their freedom, and that's a thing a lot of people don't seem to understand.
Money talks.
Huh? Yeah.
Money talks.
But I mean, here in this country, we started out in the premise that nobody had to buy their freedom to be free.
Well, you still don't. But see, people have given up the study of the law.
Yeah.
If you read the early accounts in the history of this country, you'll never find any man walking into a court with a lawyer by his side. He represented himself.
Right.
And that's the first tenet in the law anyway. Yeah. First, you must claim your freedom. Second, you must defend them. And you're the only one who can.
Also,
if you walk into court with a lawyer, that was a Freudian slip. I really didn't mean to say that.
I'm a Freud.
If you walk into court with a lawyer by your side, you have declared yourself legally incompetent.
Yeah.
And the lawyer becomes your guardian, and he is an officer of the court. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. Got to let you go. Thanks for calling.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Good night. 520-333-4578 is the number. Yep, folks, if you depend upon a lawyer, you'll lose an awful lot. If you represent yourself, if you understand the law, and you don't have to go to law school to do that. You just have to be able to devote some time to it and study and do some research. Then you can win. Oh, you'll be amazed at how often you can win. Good evening. You're on the air.
Yes, Mr. Cooper. This is Danny from Texas.
Hi, Danny.
And I want to thank you for being out there. And this information war, as he calls it, is very interesting because I heard everything that happened, and I know what you're going to be playing tomorrow.
Okay.
And wait till they get a load of it.
Yeah, it's going to shock some people who didn't hear it. It's really scary. He calls it an information war, and he's absolutely right, except, he's waging war against the rest of us.
I think so, sir. And I've been down there, and I've met him once, and I've met Mike Hansen once, and I posted some pictures on some little clubs off in Yahoo. But thing is, keep up the good work, sir, and the truth will come out, I guarantee you.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thanks for calling.
They're going to say that one of bin Laden's terrorists slipped through. I've been stating for years bin Laden is a known CIA asset. That's public record. But I firmly side on the fact that we need to go ahead and just report the truth. But it creates a panic, it does. Should have warned people earlier.